If you find a ghost, who do you call?
The Coast Guard.
It's not a trick question, Jay. You know who to call. The Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call?
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
If you're...
They've remade that, haven't they? Haven't they remade it twice? Didn't they remake it with like a load of... Sounds like gammon there. A load of women.
What's wrong with that, Jay?
With a female cast.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. I have no great opinion on it, to be honest with you. I do like the way that everyone had a meltdown over it. I thought that was quite funny.
It's like when the Little Mermaid wasn't a white mermaid.
Yeah, so it's like, it's not the fact that there's the fighting supernatural spirits that I've got an issue with.
Yeah.
That can be true. It's the fact it's women doing the fighting.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Or what? She's half human, half fish. That's okay, but she can't be half black. That's a disgrace. Hey, game's gone. Honestly, who are these people, Scotty?
The point was nothing to do with that.
No, but I like to derail things.
Yes, you really, really did. I was talking about problems.
If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it.
No, we've done that one.
Oh, have we?
Yeah,
Sorry.
You completely ballsed it up, man. I've been thinking about it for at least 10 seconds before we started the show. And it's all gone tits up. Yes, I was trying to allude to the point that if you have problems, there are people out there to help you.
Yes.
We won't help you with your problems. We will mess them up. You should know the dance by now. It's a dance where you'll end up going home alone like old Morrissey record.
Or Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, you have to expand on that.
Home Alone, Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin.
Shit. You know, one of my daughters has got a mad fixation on Home Alone. Like,
my kids love Home Alone.
All the time, yeah.
It's actually a decent film, though. Joe Pesci's in it. You can't go wrong, can you? Do you know what I mean?
He's aged pretty well.
He has, hasn't he? Also, like, it's kind of sadistic what this kid does to those burglars.
It's kind of bad what his parents do.
Yeah.
Twice.
Is that not neglect?
I love it. You know what I love in that film is that the mum's mad to get back to save the kid.
Yeah.
Dad's like, just Paris looks all right.
Paris like, listen, it's going to take ages to get a flight. Why don't we just go back to the hotel and get on it?
What do you mean you can only get one flight?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gutted for you, love.
Such is life. Yeah. Never mind. Hey. Yeah, class film.
Speaking about problems, producer Alexei, what have we got in the house?
Hello, everyone. First problem for today. Got kinky with an ex and tied him to the bed while I went shopping with love eggs in. Ran into a friend who has recently lost a mother, then hit school traffic. Got back 3 hours later to my headboard broken and a shit on the bed. We never spoke again. And that is from Gemma in Devon.
I mean, there's a lot going on here, isn't there?
That's a busy problem.
Like, so tied him to the bed while I went shopping. Like, so why did she tie him to bed and then go shopping?
Some people are into that sort of thing.
Why though? Why? Really? And he was alright.
I've never heard it. Yeah, apparently so.
Like, I'm just nipping out to go shopping. I'm going to tie you to the bed.
Well, we could have had a nap. What's the worst that could have happened?
Well, you don't have to be tied to the bed to have a nap. What's the worst that can happen is what's happened. I think that's the answer.
Yeah, that's
like,
the worst
he
thing.
Shits himself.
Yeah,
there's what's and he's broke the headboard. So yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like if he's let you tie him up and go out shopping, it's his own fault. You can't be too
surely you'd ask, do you need the loo before I go?
It takes effort as well to shit. Like, I don't think you're just going to be like, right, I've got to go, done. I think you can hold that in. I think he's obviously done that as a statement.
You think, yeah.
Dirty protest, as they say.
I'll leave you a reminder.
Yeah, look what you made me do now. I've broke the headboard and I've shit everywhere. But no, I think he's to blame. It's his own fault. Hey. Don't you think?
Well, she should be a little bit more considerate.
If she said, I'm going to tie you up and go out shopping, right? What sort of a naive idiot says, all right then, don't take too long though?
Well, what is she going shopping for? Like, she might be going to get food in.
Yeah.
So to make you a nice breakfast after you've done the dance.
Yeah, but even if you're going shopping to get food in, that can take ages. Where are you standing? I feel like you're...
I think she's a problem.
Right, what has she done wrong?
Well, she's tied him to the bed and left him there while chatting
with
to
his
her mate.
consent, I presume.
Yeah, but then she left him like.
My mate's mum's died. Well, she might say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't chat to you now about your deceased mum because I've tied someone to the bed. I've got to go."
That sounds like a really good reason not to talk to someone who's.
I know, but you can't say that, can you? Yeah. And then she's hit school traffic. What's she got to do? What can she do about that?
What's she going shopping for with love eggs in her?
That's part of the game, innit, that they're playing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've never been shopping.
What game is this?
We'll tie you to the bed while I go to Morrison's.
And do you put more than one love egg up?
I don't know. I've never used love eggs, to be honest with you.
Alexa, love eggs.
Well,
1 or 2.
I'm vegan, so I can't be having any eggs, can I? So
Not even the love
What
type.
about Cadbury's cream eggs? Could you use them? Is that the same thing?
they got
like
cream
melt,
in,
wouldn't
Jay.
What, even with a tinfoil on?
You
What
could-
about mini eggs? They're quite sturdy.
They do, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you can stick a load of
this
mini
is like
eggs
a
up
perverse
there.
version of that game with the biscuits. What biscuit will last the longest in a brew?
What egg will last the longest up your fanny? I think mini eggs.
Boiled egg.
Boiled egg.
Boiled egg, you get some
Mate,
duration
that's
out of that.
rank. That's absolutely horrible. I'm not into that.
That reminds
at
me
all.
of a place. Is it called something banana in Amsterdam? Have you heard of it?
No.
So it's like where ladies had special talents that they could do with the bits.
Really?
Like one could
Lay an egg?
smoke with a vagina.
Really?
Another one could fire bananas. That's where the name of the banana shop.
Fire bananas.
Shoot a banana out of
That's
a shoot.
That's a talent.
And then there was
Get
one
on
that
Britain's Got
you
Talent.
could get writing postcards. Was another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Writing postcards.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Do
definitely.
people still write postcards? But you think with the digital, do they?
Yeah.
Do
Like,
they?
if you go abroad and that, I don't know.
I don't think they do it with the vagina.
Like, I suppose you must, like, if you go abroad. I don't know, it's all online now, and you probably just post a picture and that.
Do you reckon we could get them to do tweets for us at Paddock, Jay? So we could get someone to get that kind of set up and get them to do tweets for us, because that might save us quite a lot of time, really. I'm not saying I'm volunteering myself, but if that's what's right for Stretford Paddock, that's what's right for me.
Are you suggesting to get...
Wouldn't be the first family we've had writing tweets for us.
Hey!
That was a tapping.
That's a zinger.
Right. On that note, I think that she's in the wrong and she should be more careful.
No,
about
you're in the
it.
fucking wrong.
It
I've
wasn't
just
me.
said
It wasn't me.
she's not in the wrong, you
All
thick.
right. All right. Fucking hell.
Oh my God. Right, next one.
So that's why you were at B&Q. Was it? Yeah.
That's
I wonder why you're walking
That's
on
why I
the
was walking
headphones.
around
Yeah.
B&Q, like, looking like a fancy dressed Jesus. Go on, producer Alexei.
I mean, on this topic, this all depends on the time of day and the day. Because if it's Friday at 5 and she's gone to the shops and he's moaning, he has no right to moan. Same as if it's Sunday at 4.
Well, it's school run time.
3 o'clock.
Like it says in the thing.
Oh, yeah, so it's school run. So that would mean he's got no reason to complain, because I've been in Asda and Tesco many a time around 4 or 5 o'clock, and it can only be described as a fucking disgrace. It's awful. You feel trapped. You feel like you're never going to get out there. You queue for about 10 minutes. The self-service goes down. This screaming. It's just awful. So I think that's his fault. Obviously, he probably didn't ideally want to shit the bed, but
I think he did.
yeah.
I think that's deliberate.
I think, yeah. Well, good on him. I think. Left his mark.
Or he just
I think
has
he's a
like
loser.
really chronic IBS, and he's just couldn't
Well,
wait.
if you got
anymore.
chronic IBS, you're not going to let someone tie to the bed and go out to the shop.
Yeah, but maybe it's your kind of thing that you like. the
If he's managed to
IBS.
break free, then obviously he had time to poo somewhere else. Why would you bother if you'd done it? I'd just stayed there.
Yeah.
Said, look at the mess you've caused. You can clean it up.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's his fault.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I agree. We all agree it's his fault. That is a show of unity on Scotty and Motty from all of us. So our next problem. So, on that subject, after a few weeks, my ex said she wanted to bring up a slight kink. I was expecting handcuffs and stuff. She tied me up, no major issues, blindfolded me, all good, and then started giving me paper cut with a playing card on my PP. I broke the bed by pulling too hard on the handcuffs and ran out of the house immediately. And that is Nicholas Walker, who commented this on our last
Yeah,
video.
he did. I remember reading this.
Right. I mean,
There's a theme going on tonight.
I'm glad to hear it's his ex. Like, I don't think you can stay with someone who's doing those things to you if you don't want to.
Why do you not ask what's going to happen beforehand?
That sounds horrific, to be honest with you. And
That's some sadist shit. That.
it is sadist shit. I'm not into that, mate. Like, I mean, that is awful. And I'm not surprised he ran out of the house with his handcuffs on. And I'm glad that he's come to us for advice, but I don't quite know what the advice is. I mean, my advice to that would be don't do it again.
Sudocrem.
To be honest with you, yeah. Hey, Nicholas, get a bit of Sudocrem on there and don't let anyone tie you up and put playing cards on your bell end.
I used to know.
Is my motto.
Met any dominatrix in your time? Have you met any?
Dominatrixes?
Yeah.
What's the plural for dominatrix? Is it dominatrixes or is it dominate try?
I like dominate try.
Dominate try.
That
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I haven't met any dominate try.
Remember Aquabar in?
Love Aquabar.
Yeah,
Me and you've been in Aquabar many a time. I can't believe you don't remember.
The one of the women who was the DJ there, she was also a dominatrix.
What, on the side?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And
career path, isn't it?
yeah, and we got friendly. She was saying that like the amount of money she made from just like kicking people in the balls or just standing on people and stuff.
Sounds like a right
But
oxymoron, that, doesn't it? Friendly dominatrix.
Yeah, but she didn't obviously get any kick out of it. She just got a shitload of money, and she's like, I said, you don't have to touch the bits and stuff. Like, nah.
So she just twats people.
Just basically levers, gimps. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Mate, that's all right. Decent money if you can get it, innit?
I've
I've never been into that, mate.
No.
Like getting, booted in the balls or cigarettes put out on my tongue or whatever.
Not again.
Nah, not.
It's terrible.
Not wrong with a nice bit of missionary. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Why is it called the missionary? Is it religious sort of?
Yeah, it comes from the olden days.
The olden
biblical times. Yeah. When missionaries used to have sex.
But mission sounds a little bit more excited.
Well, like it's a mission.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not really. It's not James Bond, is it?
No,
that
it's
position.
very basic, innit? It's painted by numbers.
Yeah, sex for dummies.
You ever seen In Between Us where he's doing that? Well, he has sex like that. And he's like, does it count? And she's like, not really.
What would you do in that position if you're having sex with someone and they don't like any other position?
What
Like they just want that.
What, missionary?
Yeah.
Well, I can live with that. It's not the end of the world. Yeah.
Have you had sex with anyone and gone, it's not for me, this? Like, it's not happening.
What?
Like it just was like you weren't compatible.
Well, in the middle of sex, you gone like, nah, this is.
Yeah,
this
I
is
just
for
said,
me.
fuck this. This seems like far too much effort for my life.
Really? I mean, I've been levered a few times when it's not been happening for that reason. You know, one of them ones?
Yeah.
Like, can we try again in a bit? But I've never gone halfway through. This is, we're not compatible.
It's not going to work for me.
I mean, you usually make that decision before you get into
I'm
bed
not talking from my own experience. I just know people that have either gotten to bed with someone and it's like they weren't as up for it as they seemed.
Oh, right, okay. No, I've never been in that. I mean, like I say, I've had ones where it's not been happening because I've had too many shandies, but no, I've not sort of give up halfway through. That's soul destroying, that, isn't it?
Well,
if someone said that's halfway through, you know what? This isn't for me.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, at least let me, try and impress you a bit.
I
can do better than this. This isn't my best work.
Can you get Ubers round here?
Yeah. Hey. Alexei, producer Alexei, yeah.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a situation with this where a few years ago I went to Courtyard on like a date type thing with this.
What,
this
a date?
girl. Yeah.
What's a date type thing?
I don't know. I think what ended up happening didn't really feel
Where did you
like
meet
a
this
date.
person? We need a bit of background.
I knew this person through college, and then we both found out we lived in Manchester and went to uni here, and it was like, ooh,
okay,
look at this.
Nice.
So we met once, and then second time we met, I was like, oh, let's go to Courtyard, because that's, one, it's round the corner from where I used to live, so, and two, cheap drinks, and so. So I really indulged myself in the pictures and a lot of different, because you get like the blue lagoons and the tropical stuff and then the vodka monster. I went through quite a lot of different arrays of them and I wasn't feeling too well. So when it actually came to going back to my flat and my room, I wasn't feeling too well, and I was just thinking, as long as they don't rub the stomach area, I'm fine. But when it came to it, they did rub the stomach, and I had to kind of just literally sprint for the ensuite and just projectile vomited everywhere. And it really, really killed the moment, especially because then tried again, and it happened again. But that time, it wasn't vomit, it was poo. So that whole experience was. That's why I said it was a date type thing, because that was just an absolute disaster, and I'm never drinking those awful courtyard pictures again.
So she was on top of you.
Yeah.
And then she made you puke.
Essentially, yeah. And not
And
anything.
then she made you poo.
Yeah. And it's not in a way
I've
where.
never heard of that before. She made you poo and puke.
Not in a way
poor
where.
girl. Can you imagine how fucking
Yeah, I know.
soul destroying Monday morning?
So you actually went out on a date as well, like you went out drinking together,
Yeah.
and then you threw up in your toilet and then shut yourself in bed.
Yeah. It was sad because I did.
It was sad.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
That's a fucking understatement.
I thought it was going really. It was going well.
It was going really well.
It was going really well, so I shut myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we got on.
I mean, if you go on a date, right, and you throwing up isn't the low point of that date, you've done well.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them where it was going really well and it was really nice, and I was thinking something's obviously going to go wrong, and I forgot how much, like, courtyard cocktails, and it was just, you know, when you're in a position in life where you think surely nothing this bad can happen, and then it happens.
Yeah.
And you're just in disarray. And I think I could have got away with the sick. That would have kind of, because that happens. Like, people throw up. But it was just, because I had an ensuite, it was quite obvious that I was shitting. And we just kind of gave up in the end. And I think I just ended up watching highlights of United Wolves.
Nice.
Right,
Which
let's
is
move on. Let's move swiftly on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Onwards to another problem. On my way into a hotel last night, I saw one of my husband's sporting heroes. Sadly, I can't tell him about it because I was at a friend's house. Oh, am I an awful person? Shirley from Stoke, I think you might be an awful person.
Is she an awful person because she's not telling him that she's seeing one of his heroes, or is she an awful person because she was at a friend's house?
I mean, it's a bit of a weird one, this, right? Because just forget about the fact you've seen one of your husband's sporting heroes.
Yeah.
Like, forget that and just crack on with your life.
I would.
Like,
if you've ridden the guilt that you were doing it, you know,
what I
but
mean?
yeah, but
Like,
that she saw Eric Cantona.
yeah,
or
I was going to say, I saw Eric Cantona. Where did you see him at the brass gaff?
Yeah.
What were you doing there? I mean, did I say the brass gaff? I meant Tesco's. Like, yeah, just don't mention the fact that you saw one of his sporting heroes and, you know, just carry on. Well, I'm not saying carry on having your affair, but you're doing what you got to do. But I don't think you need to bring up the fact that you saw one of your husband's sporting heroes. Or you could mention the fact you saw him if you really wanted to, but put him in a different venue.
Yeah, I love that was the guilt.
Yeah, the guilt is I didn't tell him that I saw Eric Cantona, not the fact I've been shagging Trevor.
Get yours, Trev. Right, have you got any more?
Yes, we have one final one for today, and that is, drum roll please, I loathe the Tories and everything they stand for, but I find the sound of Jacob Rees-Mogg's voice quite soothing. Him doing interviews has replaced my sleep meditation app, and that is John from Ancoats.
The first thing I would say to John, as my bit of advice, is stop smoking crack. Like, that's the first thing you got to do.
Yeah.
Put down the crack pipe. Because if you find Jacob Rees-Mogg's voice anything other than infuriating, I can only assume you are on Class A drugs.
Yeah, but
Go on. I want you to try and sell this to me, sunshine.
his voice, though.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the utter,
fingernails on
the utter
chalkboard.
stuff that he talked. But he's got that voice that's similar to a Stephen Fry or a Will Self, hasn't it?
How dare you? How dare you compare Jacob Rees-Mogg to Will Self? No, I think he's got a voice that makes me fucking want to commit acts of violence. Does he not bother you, that voice?
I've given up on them all and I don't bother with him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good, that. I'm proud of you.
Honestly, I just don't bother
wish
with
I
him.
could.
Yeah.
No, I can't stand him, right? And I hate it when he has an interview and he got rattled the other day. He was having an interview, that popcorn fucking shite that he was at, which is a proper oxymoron, popular conservatism. It's so popular that we have to keep it a secret, and one of the speakers is the woman that tanked the economy and lasted less than a lettuce as Prime Minister.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's how popular that is. And he got rattled because someone was asking him about how much money he made in the city. And he has that condescending tone.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, and he calls it, lefty, he's become a lefty reporter or whatever. Fuck off. No, I can't stand his voice. I don't think it's soothing. Fair enough, right? If you actually find that soothing, was it John from Ancoats? I respect that, but I don't. And I think that is worrying. that anyone finds him
Yeah,
anything
especially
other than infuriating.
especially when you live in Ancoats and there's so many eloquent people that walk the streets there that you could be
might
getting.
show you what's happened to Ancoats, though.
Yeah, it really does actually. Yeah.
Gentrified now, innit? So when we was growing up, Ancoats was...
Well, you made the reference to crack, and that's where you got it from. Right, I've been Scotty, that's been Motty, that's been producer Batman in the corner. If you've got any problems, you know who to hit. Scotty, who to hit?
Why'd you call him Batman?
What?
Why'd you start calling Alexei Batman?
Bad
Yeah,
man.
what's that all about?
Batman, what's all that about?
Yeah.
Badman.
Oh, Badman, all right.
Badman in the corner for shitting and
why I started calling him
shitting
Batman.
and puking on girls. rather you than me. Yeah, Scotty and Motty at gmail.com, and then we will laugh at your problems and share them with the world. Why would you not want to get involved? We're here next week. See you soon.